It's the first day of winter! And today we're going to do a craft. We're gonna make ice lanterns to celebrate the darkness and the light around Christmas.
So to make our ice lanterns, we're going to need 2 containers, one big and one small enough to nest inside. We're going to fill the bottom of the big container with just a little bit of water, like an inch deep maybe. And then we'll put it in the freezer. And it'll need to freeze for at least 2 hours. While that's freezing, find yourself someplace natural. Your backyard, a park. I'm going into the Seymour Woodlands Nature Preserve, and we're going to look for some things to decorate our ice lantern. We're going to find some cute little berries. I think these little winter flowers are so sweet, so they're going to come with us too. Some deep purple leaves. Look! It's an icicle necklace! Oh my gosh, nature! Oh, cute. Yeah, they are. Jackpot! More berries and some fun mosses. Yay! Resilient green ferns. And I think we will grab from you a few red sticks. And finally, we're going to look for some odds and ends of evergreens. Spruce, fir, these little tips will be great. After 2 hours, you should find that the ice lantern has been frozen enough that you could work on top of it. For our next step, I've got another Tupperware container here that's small enough to fit inside this Tupperware container. You'll want to find something heavy to weigh it down for when we fill it with water. Pro tip, that butter block, not going to be heavy enough. Then we start stuffing around the edges with our beautiful pieces of greenery. Do what you think looks nice. It's all going to show up really well once we put our candles inside these lanterns. Once you've got it all set, fill with a little bit of water. This is where I figure out the butter block's not going to be heavy enough. But don't worry, I found something heavy enough to hold it down. Freeze for at least 4 hours. So with our ice lanterns out of the freezer, we have 2 options. The first option is to just patiently wait, and with enough waiting, you'll get melting along the outer edge and the inner edge, which is what we need to release the plastic containers from the ice. The alternative, if you're in a bit of a hurry, is to run warm water on the inside and the outside until they release. Whee! So it's been about 15 minutes since I took them out of the freezer, and I just heard this one release. So this one I had a harder time with. Yeah. Okay. So it's loose from its bowl. It's -1 degrees outside right now and only expected to get colder, so I'm going to store them right there on the deck until nightfall. And then we're going to use our lanterns. Hooray!
So we are now dark outside, and I've got my lanterns here, and I've grabbed some tea lights. I've got really big lanterns, so I'm going to put a couple in each one. But if you've just got a little lantern, 1 tea light's fine. Or if you're not comfortable with tea lights, an electric tea light would work, although the cold may hinder how good the battery life is on it.
So with the tea lights in, we now add flame. Oh my gosh, are these not so pretty? It's a great craft to do in nature, and it's a great craft to do because Christmas has a lot to do with darkness and light. I think if you asked any scholar of Christianity, they would all agree that Jesus wasn't actually born in winter. He was probably born in spring. But we still celebrate Christmas in December, in the coldest and darkest time of the year. And tonight, the first day of winter, is also the longest night of the year. We may have only lost 1 second off of yesterday, but the day is the shortest it will be. And after this point in the year, we're going to just get more light. Christmas happened at the same time as lots of other pagan festivals celebrating this transition and restoration of light. And I think that's poetic and aptly matched for Christmas. Christmas is the time that Jesus came, the true light of the world. Maybe not actually in December, maybe it was March, maybe it was April, but we're celebrating the fact that into the darkness of the world, the true light came in human form. And his light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome. So while we might be in one of the darkest times of the year, and while it may seem gloomy and dreary and difficult, and while we all might be lacking in vitamin D, we can all stand in the hope that green things are going to come back, the sun's going to return, but also we have hope as Christians that the bad times will pass, and that we will all have an eternity of brightness and mercy and hope because Jesus came and sacrificed for us.
And so, happy first day of winter. Happy winter solstice. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.